Hi, good evening. And this is Chioma Okibo, and you're very welcome to Ask Chioma Anything. This is a maiden broadcast, and I'm super excited to be here. I'm looking forward to having some of you join, in the course of the conversation. Remember that when we launched the Enterprise Expert site, we did promise you that every Tuesday at 8 p.m., we're going to have a live broadcast. And this live broadcast is titled Ask Chioma Anything. Now, what are you going to be asking Chioma? Don't ask anything personal, don't do that. What you should be asking is on business. Anything, any confusion, any question you've been asked, anything at all you want to know about building a business, a successful business, writing a book, creating is a website, anything at all you're trying to do, or anywhere you're stumped, how to pay your taxes, how to register a company, what you need to do, everything to do with building a business. And of course, anything to do with growing a business. So tonight I'm super excited, to come to you with the answer to a question one of our one of the members of our community has asked. Um, Before I go into that, please remember to send in your questions early. If you want your question to be answered in the course of my program, then you need to send in these questions on time so that we'll have time to look at it and give you the right answers. We don't want to give you any shoddy answers. We want to make sure that the answers address the actual concerns that you have. So without wasting a lot of time and without taking your, making this long, I'll just basically like to talk about enterprise experts a little bit. Remember that Enterprise Experts is that community that we've created, a platform we've created that allows us to learn, to teach, to build businesses, to do better than we're doing, and also to impart, experience, to impart the benefit of our experience. My background is financial services management. I've been in financial services for over 30 years, and I've done a lot of training. In the last 6 years, I've built two very successful businesses, and I know that I have a lot to teach you, and I have a lot of knowledge. And besides myself, I have a team of a group of friends who have had the same success in building businesses, who can share their experiences. So tonight we have a question, and this question is coming from Theresa Ijewere, and the question she's asked is, do you have anything on content creation for writing ebooks? Today's question is from Theresa Ijewere. Please, do you have anything on content creation for writing ebooks? It's an excellent question. So let me try to address this question from a more general perspective. And listen, if you have questions as I go along, please type it in. I might not be able to answer you immediately, but I will. We will be able to send any additional answers to the website. So visit www.enterpriseexperts.com to check for answers to your additional questions. Now, how do you create content for an ebook? The first thing to consider, of course, is what are you trying to communicate? Who are you communicating it to? Who is your target audience? What information do you want to pass on to them? Is what kind of working title do you want it to have? Are you likely to want them to pay for the book, or is it going to be a free copy? What kind of tone should you adopt in writing the book? Is it more like a conversational tone, or do you want to write like a workbook where you provide answers or guides, information? You know, is it instructional? All these things would form a basis for the tone of your book. You can also consider how long you want the book to be. Do you want it to have 180 pages, or do you want it to have 20 pages? What's the length of the book? Like I said, how do you plan to monetize the book? How do you want to distribute it? If it's going to be free, what platforms would you want to distribute through? How do you want to get it to your audience? Once you've identified your target audience, how do you want to distribute the book? Do you want to put it on any of the ebook platforms, Kindle, Amazon, all the places where you can download books? Also, if you want to get paid, how do you want to collect your payment? How do you want to get the money back? Okay, so those are the kind of questions that you want to answer to enable you determine the level, the kind of content you want to put in the book. Well, I hope that has answered Teresa's question, and I will be here again on Tuesday to answer any other questions that you have. So, what you can do to make sure that your question gets answered is to ask it early. Also, reach out to your friends, forward this link to friends, go to Enterprise Experts, www.enterpriseexperts.com, register, become part of our community. There's so much you can benefit, there's so much free stuff that you can benefit from. Okay, we would also be putting up a detailed blog post on this topic, and so you can go to the site, to the website, and read it from there. And anytime you join us, you can always share this link with your friends. Share this link if it's been helpful to you. And I look forward to seeing you again next week, Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed evening. Good night.